Yeah. As I was saying downstairs, don't fall for the logging system hustle. I think I just had an epiphany. So they're always talking about different roles, and then they're always talking about these kids flip flopping between the Illuminati and the government. So here's what's going on if there's competing factions, because they have some guys they call the government, some guys they call the Illuminati, and these kids are playing different roles. They have multiple roles, and some of these kids are playing different roles in different parts of the country and different parts of the world. And then they have multiple roles too. So maybe some of these kids are infiltrating investigation communities, learning truth systems from different investigation communities, maybe, and they learn their truth system. Then they go to Dubai or wherever, where the Frame Squad guys come from. So they learn the truth systems in the investigation communities. Then they go to Dubai or Dallas, wherever the Frame Squad guys are, or both. Then they learn the Frame Squad system, and then they tell the Frame Squad people what the investigative systems work, how they work, their truth systems, and then they use and then they learn what people rely upon in their truth system, and then they use the Frame Squad people to learn how to manipulate those truth systems with implantable devices and other technology, and maybe that's a part of their infiltration hustles. So there's kids who play both roles, Illuminati and government, and play multiple roles. And maybe that's also the reason for their belt switching and belt swapping, name changing. That's why some of these kids pretend their name is mine. And no one tells me the truth because I've never seen the game and was never playing the game. And then there's a lot of people pretending to be me, and supposedly I have all these belts that would let me learn all this different stuff. I just never seen the game and no one ever told me. So these kids have some way to control the game and they pass these belts around. And I guess that lets them go to different places and learn different information or something um, in the game and maybe in the real world. I'm not sure because I've never played and never seen. Because there is something on computer stuff they discuss, but then there's also stuff in the real world they discuss. Um, but my theory is they go with the investigators, learn true systems, then go to the Frame Squad and learn how to manipulate those true systems. And they keep as these true system people, or as the I guess are they the government? As the government improves their system, the infiltrators go to the government, learn their systems, learn what they rely on, and then they flip flop and then go there. Because some of these kids go where the money goes, as they put it, and a lot of these kids are in debt, big time debt, so they're like desperate to pay off their debt. Some of these kids also part of their game of chess is they also pretend to be in debt, pretend they need help, pretend they're in debt, but they're just stacking covertly while pretending to be in debt. So that's another piece of their hustle. So I don't fall for that either. Oh, but that's my theory of what's going on. They have these role switches. So there are some kids who are learning mind melding, investigator, Frame Squad tactics, all three of them. Uh, and some have multiple roles. They're mind melders, betters, and investigators all at the same time. And so that's how they manipulate whatever system this is. So key point. So I'd look into all the. I've never seen the game, so I don't know how it all fits together. But think of it: people playing multiple roles from mind melder to Frame Squad to investigator to gambler, and see how that. So I'm playing these multiple roles, how they could manipulate whatever system that I'm a victim of is. Key point. And they even switch and have some rotation. So maybe they have like 3 role rotation, and there's like a mind melder, a gambler, an investigator, and then maybe there are also these human programmers too. I don't know how many roles they play at once, but that's a key piece of this is people playing multiple roles and then using it in a gambling ring too. So they could be an investigator, but then also be a Frame Squad guy and a human programmer and use the tech to manipulate bets, then play roles as an investigator, say, oh, he's psychotic, while also placing bets in his favor and then investigating bets he plays kind of jazz. So I'd look into it, that kind of jazz.